Another common incidence where fraud takes place is where people apply for special certificates of title, claiming that their titles are lost, yet they're actually not lost. A special certificate of title under Section 70 gives you a chance to apply for a new title in circumstances where your title is lost or damaged. Now, who has a right to apply for a special certificate of title? A sole proprietor, that is the owner of the land, whose names are on the title, and also someone who has knowledge of the laws of this title. So where the abuse comes into place is where people who have knowledge of the laws of this title. This could be an administrator, this could be an executor, this could be a money lender. These people take advantage of this to apply for a special certificate of title and transfer their names onto these titles and sell this land to another party. That's another incident of fraud. So another incident is you get to find that registered proprietors themselves actually lead to fraud. You find that a registered proprietor is getting more than one title. Why? Because he can. That's why you find that someone has two titles of the same land and he's selling to two different people. Imagine. So, another incident that I can give you is lodging of caveats. Lodging of caveats is a temporary remedy that is supposed to help someone protect their land. However, it has been taken advantage of today. How? Considering that it's a temporary remedy and it's not permanent, that it cannot protect you permanently, most fraudsters remove these caveats. They write to the registrar to ask the person who has lodged the caveat to show cause why the caveat should not be removed. And considering that removing a caveat, the registrar has to give a notice to the party through post office, we all know that today people prefer using laptops, using the internet, and they have outgrown the method of communicating via post office. Matter of fact, most people don't check their post office, meaning the chances of you seeing that notice is not immediately. So fraudsters take advantage of this. What they do is issue a receipt to the registrar. They write as though they received the notice from the registrar and send it to the registrar. So the registrar will remove the caveat. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the fault of the registrar because he or she is just merely following the law. As long as the registrar receives notice that remove the caveat or don't remove it, that's all that matters. So you get to find that this is a major loophole. The fact that a caveat can be removed easily, it means that once they remove a caveat, it means this land can easily be sold because it no longer has an encumbrance on the title. And that, in the long run, will amount to fraud because why? The fraudster is selling land that is not theirs and perverting the truth. The major perpetrators of fraud are actually people who are supposed to help you avoid fraud, unfortunately. Some, not all. We are considering officials at the Ministry of Lands, we are considering lawyers, we are considering police, we are considering surveyors. How, you would ask me? You'll find lawyers who are holding out as lawyers, but they're actually not lawyers. You will find surveyors, instead of going physically onto the land and putting mark stones, these people carry out desk surveys, and they do not actually go on ground, or they can actually carry out the survey. But the fact that you, the purchaser, you do not have knowledge of how they carry out, or maybe you don't have knowledge on how the land appears physically and how the land appears on the title, the surveyor will survey the land and leave out a piece for himself. At the end of the day, you get to find that the police also becomes, some of the police members encourage fraud. How? They work with some of these fraudsters and access your documents at the Ministry of Lands. How, you would ask me? You get to find that when you're obtaining a special certificate of title, today, to reduce matters of fraud, you're required to have a letter from the LC. You're required to have a police letter explaining the loss of your title. Imagine a fraudster works hand in hand with the police and is able to get these police letters to go to the land registry. Imagine what would happen. So, you get to find that some land officials are issuing out forged titles. You get to find that a certain group of people who are encouraging this are also increasing on the number of fraudulent incidents. Well, those are some of the incidents that you can look out for when you're buying land, or some of the incidents that you at least need to know. What amounts to fraud in land? You could not know that lying about how much I bought the land amounts to fraud. Sensitizing yourself about matters of fraud can help you avoid being a victim of fraud. Thank you for listening. If you feel like this video blessed you, please hit the notification bell so that you can get more content like this. If you feel this video will benefit someone, please kindly share it to them. And please like and share so that this video can reach people who could actually need this information. This is Joan. Until next week, bye.